Greetings, dear Libra. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And today we're going to go ahead and take a look at your love reading for Pisces season, which started on February 19th and lasts about a month until March 20th, all right? This will be a two-part reading, so we are going to start with singles first, and then we'll start with anyone who is in a relationship, or you've come to this reading looking for advice on, or someone that you're energetically connected to, all right, will be the second portion of the reading. So go ahead and check out the description of this video to see where the timestamps are for each reading, okay? But first, let's just take a moment to just set the intention that this is for the sign of Libra. So if you are a Libra and it is in your sun, your moon, your rising, and particularly your Venus, then it is my sincerest intention that this reading may resonate with you in some capacity, and that you're able to receive these messages and apply them to your own life, of course, and always for your own highest good, all right? With that being said, let's go ahead and get into our single Libras. We are using the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. It's just in this beautiful pink and white accented color. We're going to do that for your reading, okay? So single Libra starts at 120. All right, so Libra, if you are single, ready to mingle, and just looking for some more insight on what's happening in what's going on in your love life at this time, all right? Let's go ahead and take a look at this. We're going to do a 3-card spread, of course, with some clarifiers to see if we can connect you with some information, right, about your love life at this time, single Libras. Okay, so first we're going to be looking at, for this particular month, what works for you, okay? So what is making you attractive at this time? What are the conditions or qualities that you are presenting at this moment that is working for you in your single life, okay? So what works for my single Libras? Okay, so first thing that came out was the Hangman, right? So this is Piscean energy, but this also talks about you not being desperate at all. You're willing, it's like if you're a Libra who has been single for a significant period of time, you don't mind waiting, okay? This is like that waiting suspension energy where you're waiting for the right thing to come along. So this tells me that you are in no, by any means, by any stretch of the imagination, you are not exhibiting any signs of desperation. You know when something is working for you and when it's not, and that's where you are right at this moment. So it's like, you could be, even if you're a Libra who, you might have people that are maybe in your energy, because as far as I know, I've never met an ugly Libra. Libras are very attractive on a physical level, even on an energetic level, and are typically very charismatic in some degree, where people are very drawn to your energy in some way. But I see you really being able to just kind of wait this through, okay? There could be other pressing, more pressing topics to you, perhaps like saving money with this 4 of Pentacles. Or this is just, could also indicate not necessarily like your finances or your resources, but this could really show that you are just comfortable holding back. Maybe there's lessons that you've learned in the past where you're shared too much too soon with people and it bit you in the butt, right? And it's just like you kind of wait for the green light so that you can show that vulnerability. So I do see you holding your cards very close to you and not really being willing to just like go out there and just like to just give it all, like, oh, I love and like, let me just show all of myself, show all of my heart and my soul to someone. I see you like learning to kind of hold back, to be a little conservative in your approach, okay? Especially when it comes to your communication with this 8 of Wands, right? So the way in which you're communicating with people, if you do have viable options around you, it's just like you are okay with the other person taking the lead or showing you something first. You're okay with waiting. You're okay with like maybe even developing a friendship first, okay? And then just seeing while you're developing that friendship, what are qualities that this person has that you're really looking for, right? And not necessarily like putting yourself out there in the beginning, just for people to tell you what you want to hear, just for it to be a lie, for it not to work out later, okay? So I see you taking a very calm, steady, practical, and conservative approach to how you communicate in any perceived connections that you're in at this time, okay? So I think that's working for you, okay? It's something that maybe you're trying, or it's maybe it's not even like a conscious thing, but I feel like it's definitely something that you have learned from, and it's just like you're applying this to how you're operating in your single life at this time, all right? So let's see for secondly, what doesn't work for you? So these could be extenuating circumstances that are outside of your control, or perhaps something that's internal that you need to just take a good look at, right? About what doesn't work for you. Okay, so what doesn't work for my Libras at this time? What does not work for Libras at this time? Okay. Some of these are coming out in the reverse, but I'm not taking reversals for this reading. But, okay. So the first thing that came out is this King of Pentacles, all right? So now I'm seeing some, no, I guess there's just one pentacle, but King of Pentacles is about your lifelong stability when it comes to like your life, your resources. Like, what do you see yourself like? Where is your stability when it comes to that? Okay. Now this is in a challenge position, so you might not necessarily feel like you're not where you want to be. Okay. And sometimes when we're struggling, or we're in the process of achieving some type of goal, we might like just be shutting out love in some way because it's not a priority for us at this time. Okay. So King of Pentacles kind of shows me that there could also be a project that you're working on, or a job that you're working on, or a career that is taking a lot of your time, because you're working on your stability at this time, and you might want to have that together before you even think about starting a commitment at this time, right? I do see that this Ace of Swords is like you would like for it to come to fruition. You want to have a new idea. You want to have like all of the things in your life, right? You want to have the love and the friendship and the career, or the stability that you want to have these things, and you're looking for like new ideas perhaps of how you can execute it. All right. But with this Five of Swords, it shows me that you could be like mentally conflicted in yourself of like how to proceed, or where to go, or what to give attention to. Okay. So I just kind of feel like what's not working for you is like you're really I don't want to say hyper focused, but you're really focused on your stability at this time. You're looking at your money, you're looking at your resources, you're looking at your home life. You want all of that to make sense. You want all of that not to be of any hindrance or any stress to you before you start pursuing anything serious in a romantic sense. Okay. And I feel like that's probably why what's not working for you. So if you are a Libra and you're listening to this message, you're like, it's not coming to you because your priority right now is more of your stability and what that's going to look like, how you're ironing that out. So I feel like in this Pisces season, you're focused more in on those intrinsic things in your life where it has to do with your tangible resource world at this time. And it doesn't leave a lot of space for love, right? And so that's why love is not coming to you, because maybe this is just not the time for it, okay? Not this season, at least. And let's say just overall, not even for this season, but let's look at last question is, what do you need to do? So what are some things that you need to do in order for you to attract the love that you desire? So what are the things that Libra can do to attract okay, you got the Seven of Pentacles. Keep working hard. I feel like there's something to do with your work. You're almost there with this Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is like, if you look at the card, he's like, it's like the wounded warrior. He's tired. He's been putting in that work, and he's just like, is it ever coming? I feel like both of these cards kind of have the same energy, right? That Seven of Pentacles is also about like, you've been toiling, you've been laboring, but it's like, don't stop. Don't stop. Get it, right? It's like you're just like, okay, look, this is what I'm accumulating. Like, I've done this so far. Let's keep going, okay? Even when it comes into passion, it's like, it's like you started off like so impassioned and knowing what you wanted, and now that the work that you're putting in, this hard work, you're like, dang, this has been hard and I'm still not there. So it could have been this thing where it's just been like getting to whatever this objective is, and I do think it has to do with your resource world, has been just harder than you've expected. It's taken more time than you've expected, or more energy, and you're just like, you know. But what you need to do is continue to focus in on that, right? Because sometimes in order for us to get to where we need to go to, there might be like elements of our life that we have to kind of neglect or just kind of put aside at a time so that we can focus in on what our objectives are at this time, okay? Let's just get one more card. Excuse me. And then you got the Seven of Swords here, okay? So the Seven of Swords coming out here is, it's a very strategic card, okay? People call it the lying card, the cheating, the sneaking, but I don't think it has anything to do with that, especially coupled with those cards. It's like making sure that you're being very strategic as you're working, okay? Don't look for it. I'm not saying look for shortcuts, but look for ways in which you can alleviate some stress from yourself, okay? So even if it means you got to take some of these swords and like just kind of run with it. Don't stress yourself out in this way, okay? Don't stress yourself out in a sense where you're feeling like like it's too overwhelming, or you start to lose motivation or steam in any way, okay? So just keep on with it, but make sure that you use a strategic mind and that you do give yourself that grace of balance as well, okay? So single Libras, that's what I got for you. I see you being very patiently putting love to the side, focusing in on your finances at this time, your stability, your home life, and maybe wanting to attract love. And if you're listening to this message, it's like you do have that yearning for it, but I also feel like you understand that you've got bigger fish to fry at this time, and it's like love is just not at the center of what you want at this particular moment, okay? All right, so stay tuned for couples. All right, let's go ahead and get into our couple Libra. So if you are Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and you are energetically connected with another person, and you have come to this reading with a particular person in mind, then it's my sincerest intention that this reading may resonate with you and you may learn something from this reading, okay? Or that you can get something from it and apply it to your own life, all right? So we are going to use two different decks for that. We are using the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot for your side, and then we're going to use the Law of Attraction Tarot for your special person that you have in mind, all right? Let's go ahead and get started. If this reading resonates with you, I do offer personal readings. Feel free to take a look at the description of this video to see a link to my Calendly if you'd like to book a personal reading with me. Let's go ahead and first take a look at your energy. So for this Pisces season, what energy are you exhibiting in this connection, dear Libra? Show me Libras in this connection. Okay. King of Cups right off the bat. Love it. So that's you. You're very emotionally available. King of Swords. Okay. Two kings. This could be a same-sex relationship. And the Ace of Swords. So I see you, Libra. First of all, these two kings really indicate that this is a good partnership, okay? That you feel like you're with your emotional equal and perhaps your intellectual equal as well, okay? With this King of Cups and King of Swords, you're also able to vibrate and show up in this connection as these balanced characters, because you are getting you're displaying that energy because it's coming back to you as well, okay? You also have a new idea here. So there's something that you want to establish with your person. Ace of Swords talks about new ways, but swords are about our thoughts, right? So you're initiating a new idea in this connection, right? I do see like you are in a very like superior place in this connection where you like feel more on top of yourself on an emotional, especially on an intellectual level, okay? With those two swords, King of Swords and the Ace of Swords. And the King of Cups really tells me that there's something about this partnership that has made you very emotionally mature in some way, okay? Let's go ahead and check out your person. Show me Libra's person for Pisces season. Show me Libra's person. Okay. Nine of Swords, the World. And the Ace of Cups. All right. I don't know, your person could have a lot of nervous energy. This Nine of Swords just really talks about having some anxiety or just not feeling like, like I've messed something up, or this could be like some anxiety of like being insecure as well. If you're looking at the card, right? It just kind of shows like someone's feeling a little bit down or been made to feel like that. It's not something that you've done to your person, but it's just something that they're carrying, an energy that they're carrying with them, where they could be suffering maybe from like low self-worth, or just feeling like nervous or being very prone to anxious behavior. And maybe it's because there is something new here. There's a new chapter that's unfolding with the two of you. The World can indicate it's a closing of one chapter and the beginning of something new. So this could look like an engagement where it's like first you were dating and now you've upped the ante and now it's an engagement, and now we've got this Ace of Cups, right? So that could also have been maybe this Ace of Swords that you guys both have aces. So there's definitely a new element in this relationship that's coming up for you and your person. Theirs is the Ace of Cups, where it's like there is this new sense of love for them, where it's just like love is overpouring. They want to explore this connection, whatever this new start is with you guys. And like I said, it doesn't have to be like, oh, you're committed and now you're engaged. It could be like, you were just talking and now you've officially decided you're in a relationship, or maybe now have been in a relationship for a while. Maybe you decided to step it up and maybe start living together, or like just have the talks about that, right? There's something in this relationship where the old part of the relationship of how you guys connected initially is changing in some way, right? Where there's a very much a new energy around what's happening in this partnership that happens in Pisces season. So your person could be very nervous about this. Maybe this is what makes them nervous. They're just like, oh, like, I love Libra and I want to be with Libra, but it's like, this is making me kind of scared. Like this new territory of what our connection is turning into is making your person a little scared. And to be honest, it is a little scary for people sometimes. Like when we get comfortable in a relationship and then it's like, well, okay, well, where do we go with it? And then if both parties, and I do see that both parties seem to be very mature, like you're showing up is really like holding the space for this relationship where you're being so mature emotionally and intellectually, where you just feel like it makes sense. And so you guys are both offering something new to each other. Like your person's like, I give you a part of my heart, and you're like, I'll give you a part of my mind, right? And we'll make something out of that together. So that's what I see for your energy, for both of your energies for this Pisces season, okay? Let's go ahead and look at the dynamic. So what is the dynamic of this partnership between you and your person? We'll pull 6 cards. We'll do 3 for you and 3 for your person. And this is just overall. This has nothing to do with Pisces season. But how do you guys function as a couple, right? Or function as a team, or how a partnership, whatever. Well, what's the relationship dynamic? So I don't know how to read this now. Hold on. You're showing up as being very strategic. Maybe also in some ways like a little manipulative, like doing what you can to just kind of get ahead. I don't know, Libra, if you're a love bomber in some way, but it's just like it's like your person was a target. You were like, I want this person. So Seven of Swords is just like, I'm going to do what I can to get with this person. It doesn't mean that you have any ill intentions, because I do see you being very positive in this as well with the Sun card. It's like you have a lot of optimism about this relationship. It brings you joy. It's like, and you want to stand up for it as well with the Seven of Wands, okay? It's like you've done the work. You have a strong feeling emotionally and intellectually about this connection. And it's like you're standing up for the connection, okay? You're standing up in it. You're standing up for it. You're not letting anybody get in between it, okay? And let's check out your person in this connection. Okay. Your person has got some very transformative energy here. They've got all major arcana here. They've got the Temperance. So this could be Sagittarius, not necessarily though. But this talks about like taking it slow. Not if you were the one who was love bombing, your person was the one that was kind of like stopping that from stopping you from going overboard. You might have had intense emotions and that you would do anything to have this person in your life. And your person was just like, let's be calm and reasonable about this, okay? Let's take things slow. Let's get to explore each other. Let's get to know each other, okay? So your person, like, you might have been the go, 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 and your person was just, let's pull back a little bit, okay? If we love each other, we have our entire lives. But they've definitely, I'm sorry, this came out first. This Death card is stating that like you're in the process of this connection. Your person has undergone a great transformation. There's something in this relationship that has changed them in some significant way, okay? And it's really called them to a higher purpose. I feel like this connection it's not like any other relationship that they've had before, okay? So the way that you guys operate with each other is very major. I see you could have been, or you are the type of person that you could be very optimistic, and it's like you know a good thing when you have it, and it's like you'll do whatever you need to keep that foundation, to keep that connection strong. And your person experiencing this love has been monumental for your person in a sense where it has transformed the way that they think about relationship. It's transformed their life in some significant way, where it's really called them to just be like, okay, like I'm with Libra now, and I have to change how I was in some way, but it's not like, it's not by force. It's by yearning, right? It's this yearning, like I want to be a better person. I want to, because I find this relationship to be so significant to me that I want to be able to keep it. Like, and I see like both of you guys are like really have a very strong dedication or strong commitment to this connection, okay? So let's just go ahead and look at some advice. What is some advice for Libra? After all, this is your reading, not your person. So Libra, let's go ahead and check out advice for you. Let's check out advice for Libra. Ooh, okay, cool. You want to do something new. This is something new that you guys want to literally okay, Knight of Pentacles. Oh. And the Three of Swords. The way I'm gonna, because I'm trying so hard to put a positive slant on this relationship, because I don't know. I just am. I feel like you really want to be with this person, and I feel that it's gonna take a lot of time, but I do feel like you've got to start something new. You've got to be very slow and diligent about it. Just keep putting in the time and the work. You can't bum rush people. You've got to give them that time to meet you where you are as well, okay? And then this Three of Swords is like, it's heartbreak, it's disappointment, and it's grief. But the way I can also see this, this advice makes me like kind of like look at this reading again. Oh my God. Because I'm getting another message from this as well. But let me from the current storyline, let's just take it, and then I'll tell you what the last storyline that I'm getting is. But this Three of Swords could indicate like just sometimes we have a heartbreak when we kind of mourn the life that we are leaving behind, right? And this happens sometimes in relationships. It's like, like I miss being single. I miss going out with my boys or my girls. Like it's just something that you kind of miss in this connection, okay? Another storyline that I'm getting is that you're showing up in this relationship very engaged in this. You have a new idea. I see your person being very stressed, but closing the chapter out on you. Maybe they really wanted a new start with you, okay? They wanted this Ace of Cups with you. But with this World, it's like they had to close the chapter, okay? And it made them really upset. They lost a lot of sleep over it. It made them, whatever happened in this connection, made them feel very bad. Because when I asked for the relationship dynamic, you had the Seven of Swords. There could have been a moment where you might have manipulated, cheated, snuck around on your person. Things were brought to light with the Sun card. They were exposed. And then now you're standing up for the relationship. You're trying to defend it. But maybe too much has happened, right? Your person tried to be reasonable with it. They tried to like look at the pros and the cons with it. But ultimately they decided with this Death card is to close the chapter, to transform it in some way and be called to do something else, to go elsewhere. Even though it really hurt, they had to pull that trigger, blow the horn on the relationship, okay? So your advice is just to move on, to start something new on your own. Knight of Pentacles is just, it's going to be a slow start and strategic start, but you got to be patient. You got to be diligent, because perhaps it was you who caused this heartbreak. I don't know. But you are feeling a little bit heartbroken, but you're being asked to move on from that, okay? So I just kind of gave you a synopsis of two different lines, two different stories that I'm seeing. So if you're a Libra in a relationship, let me know which one resonates with you, but that's what I got. So please do comment, like, and subscribe for additional content. If you like the way I read, you can find more information to book me for personal. I promise you I'm very reasonable in my prices. Just go ahead and look at the description of the video. You can find my Calendly link, and subscribe, comment, like, all that jazz. I love you, Libra, and I hope you have a beautiful month of Pisces. Pisces season goes well for you.